Hey Flosstube, I'm Amy. I love toads and cross stitch, and I'm going to do a WIP parade today. It is October the 15th, 2022. Boys went to a Volkswagen car show, so I have the house to myself except for the critters. So I'm going to show you my full coverage first. I pulled full coverage out. I'll show you all those first. And then I'm going to turn the video off and I'm going to try to gather some more and I'm going to do it little bits by bits so it doesn't get overwhelming. Again, Nellie coughing. Let me think. So I actually watched my last Flosstube yesterday so I could screenshot pictures for my next Flosstube, which I don't know when I'm doing, but just for my before pictures, I screenshot them from my Flosstubes, and I am just realizing that my video cut off before I finished. So I had a giveaway and some thank yous, and I think a piece of haul that I didn't get to show you guys because my video cut off. So I will do all that in the next video. So, but this is a WIP parade. So I'm going to start with my full coverage. And the first one I'm going to show you, let me think. Some of these I don't know the artists, but I do know where they came from. And I will put in what they're gonna look like if I can remember, because oh my goodness, my last video, I forgot to put in what Mini Deer Creek looked like. So this is still in my lap stand because this is the one I'm working on right now. I'm not going to do before pictures for my WIP parade. That'd just be too much. I counted and I think I have 30. So this is Wish You Were Here, and it's charted by Artisy, and it's a cropped version of a bigger painting. So it's like, that's it, it's tiny. I think the end is right here. That's the end, and I think it's only going to come down to like here. So it is going to be a pillow for our bus, Jaws, and that's where I'm at, and I love it so much. So that is number one. I'll put that down here. Okay. Number two, this is a Hade. Let me see how it goes. Does it go this way? Yes. And all of my full coverage are on 25 count easy grid 1/1 full cross. This is called Tender Moments. I'll put in what it's gonna look like over my face. And that is where I'm at. Love her. So that tree was crazy confetti, and I've started on the mama's ear, and it was like 2 colors so far, so it is not crazy confetti. I look forward to getting back to that one. This one you just saw in my last Flosstube. It is Mini Deer Creek. Oh, you know what? I think Tender Moments is art. Did I say it was Artisy? It's Artisy. It's not a Hade. I got it from Artisy. This one is from Hade, Heaven and Earth Designs. It is Mini Deer Creek. There is a full version of this. You see their little antlers, or the buck's antlers coming out. Stitching this with the Stitch Coutiers. I rotate all my full coverage though, so it doesn't get much work. I think I have 5 full coverages. This one is called The Favorite. The artist is Omar Rayan. Charted by Heaven and Earth. And here's where I'm at. It's a mini also, so there's a bigger version of this one. I try to get the minis so I will finish in my lifetime. This is actually where the pattern started, And I started stitching and thought, I don't need to stitch all that background. So I went over and started stitching closer to the girl, but in the end, if I wanted to go back and stitch the background, I could, because I'd counted over correctly. So that's number 4. And then my very last full coverage is the one I'm doing with Colette. And I think I've only worked on it one time. That was at StitchCon. And it is called Singing in the Rain, charted by Haid. Artist Jody Bergsma. She's the same one that did my top frog, my mini top frog. So yeah, it's not much. I feel like I might pull this one out though when I need a change from my sharks. I'll pull this out and try to do a little more. Okay, gonna pause, clean all my little full coverages up. So yeah, I have 5 full coverages. There is 2 more that I would like to start. I own them already. The one with there's like a little chipmunk, and then Princess Asleep, which she's not a mini, so I don't know when I'm gonna start her. But for right now, 5 is good. We'll see. Maybe I'll start one on New Year's Eve. We'll see. Okay. Hold, please. Okay, I'm back with the first basket. It is the smallest basket. So this is one of my baskets. And 3 of these are new starts that I haven't started yet. So I'm gonna pull those out and I'll show you those in a minute. I've unzipped anything, but nothing is ironed. This is a sunset kit. They were our Dimensions. I don't know if they make sunsets anymore, but I think they're a Dimensions brand. And it's an old kit. It's called Giants of the Sea. And if you want to see this finished, go watch Debbie. What's your channel name, Debbie? Hold on. Mama Bear Stitchery. Oh my gosh, she just got hers framed. It's beautiful. This is actually my WIP Go call for this month, which is, what are we in? We're in October. So I've been working on this one. So here it is. I'm using the kit floss, but not the kit fabric. I changed the fabric out. I think it's called Snow Days by Luminous Fiber Arts, and it's a 32 count because there are blends and I'm stitching it 2/2. So no befores, but on my next Flosstube, I will do befores. So you'll see how far I got on that. And I'll get a little more done because I don't know when I'm gonna do my next Flosstube. This one is called The Woods Behind My House by Cooler Design Studios. And I'm up here. Nellie's walking around. You might be able to hear her toenails. This is sand from Picture This Plus. It's 36 count. And that's where I'm at. It's turning out great. I gotta put back as I go or I will have a hot mess. This was a new start just recently. I'm stitching this with Lisa. The other half Stitching the Dream. It's called There Is Beauty in Simplicity. I think the name of it is Simplicity though. It's from the Songbirds Garden series from Cottage Garden. samplings. And I have a teeny weeny start. This is Vintage Country Mocha and it's 40 count. I don't have very good light. Let's see, it's almost 5:30 p.m. The sun is kind of going down over here on this side of the house. So my light is not great. And Lisa messaged me, she did start hers. So yay! We'll be stitching that together. This is in my frog bag. The Butterfly Collection by Carriage House Samplings. I'm stitching this on a legacy linen called, let me think. I think it's called Corn Tassel, and it's 37 count. And that's where I'm at. I think the last time y'all saw this, I didn't have him. I think I've done those 3 since I've seen you last, but you'll see the before picture in my next Flosstube. That's Nelly. I have not worked on this one in a very long time because I decided that I only wanted to work on one sampler at a time. So I'm concentrating on my Sarah Elizabeth Brooke. So I've kind of put away, well, I did put away Eliza Bell Cox by Hands Across the Sea. I'm just doing this middle part and maybe this part right here, so I can get her name. I don't know if it has the year or not. I don't have my glasses on. So yeah, I won't be doing like all these words or any of that. But she has not been worked on in a very long time. But she is on my WIP board. So either November or December, I will pull her out. But she's not gonna get a lot of attention until I finish my Sarah Elizabeth Brooke. This is on Espresso, R&R. It is 40 count. And that is where my bird is at. Okay, so that is the end of this bag. Unless I show you new starts real quick before I pull out the other bag. Actually, it's a basket. No, I'll show you these at the end. So we'll keep going with the WIP Parade, and then at the end I'll show you my new starts that I haven't started yet. Okay, I turned a light on over there, so I don't know if it's gonna cast a shadow when I hold stuff up. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's see. So here's my other bag. What I keep my WIPs in this also. So I think I opened everything. Next is my Biscornist Yellow Warbler by Crossed Wing Collection. You've seen this recently. Stitching this on a 28 count, 2/2, and I started the eggs, and the eggs are 1/1. So this is the bottom, this is the top, and you'll see the eggs are 1/1. Yeah, that's so fun. This is my big girl. my long dog sampler called the Pilgrim. Stitching this on Chamomile Tea by R&R, and it's a 36 count. And I'll probably have to scoot back a little bit. There we go. Amazing. I love this. Hoping to have this done by the end of next year. Will I ever frame it? I don't know. It's ginormous. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I have actually the wall space for that. This is another cottage garden samplings. It's called the Fox. I got this one at StitchCon this year. And I think this is a Fortnite fabric on 36 count. Looks so good on the brown. What is this one? Okay, here is Sarah Elizabeth Brooke, the sampler that I'm concentrating on. It's by the Scarlet House. And this is a Lakeside linen. Let's see, I think the tag is still on it somewhere. 40 count vintage light exemplar. Oh, she's very wrinkled. She's very wrinkled. There we go. And she's a lot smaller than I thought she'd be. I guess because the house is so big. But that is almost, you know, it comes down probably another inch, but that is it. So I'll have some more fabric to work with. A lot more fabric on the bottom there to put something on. This is from Tempting Tangles, and I'm stitching this with Leah Noel. This is called Arc of White, and it is on Lakeside linen, vintage wood smoke. And this is an Emily Dickinson from one of her poems. The saying is. So vintage wood smoke this is. And let's see. I last stitched on it and left my white thread. So you'll see my white thread hanging off. But that's where I'm at. And I've changed a lot of the colors. I think the only color I kept was the white. And I'm very tight to the edge here and here, so I added some fabric to the side. So when I put it in my hoop, it wouldn't be, it would fit in my hoop better. Let's see, where's the cover? This is Reindeer Feed Sack by Carriage House Samplings. And I changed the red to green. I'm using one of my silks from my Sarah Elizabeth Brooke called Herb Garden. And I just stuck it on Colette's tag that she gave me at StitchCon. I stuck it on there. So it's
just a few strands of the green. I didn't want to take the whole skein and stick it in here. This, let me think. What is this? What is this? I do not know what this fabric is. Do I? I don't. Oh, wait, there's the tag. Hold on. Sorry. It is Weeks Dye Works beige, 32 count. And I'm only doing it 1/2 to give it a more bead sack look. And I have not gotten very far because when I stitch on Christmas things, I've been concentrating on my Smoky Mountain Christmas. Which I finished. I finished my Smoky Mountain Christmas, so it won't be in my WIP Parade because it's not a WIP anymore. But you'll see it in my next Flosstube. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a minute and kind of put all these back and then do the last part. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a picture in of this one. It is a free pattern. It's called Fabric of the Month. It's called Flowers of the Month. I'm stitching this with Jemima the Rocking Stitcher. And this is on, it was in my hoop because I was working on it today. It's on 28 count and I'm doing it 1/1. So we're both working on the November block. I decided to put November where it belongs. I may try to change December's colors because it's a red poinsettia. But we'll see. So yes, I was working on that one today. So let's see. Oh, what is this? Ooh, another full coverage. Oh my gosh, y'all. I forgot about this one. Okay, I'll put it right here. So I have 6 full coverages. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot this one. This is called 8 of Pentacles by Stephanie Law, charted by Heaven and Earth. It's my spider. And I cut some of it off. It's not a mini, so I'm cutting a little bit of it off. Yes, I forgot all about that. It's in my Halloween bag from Audrey. So I will have to put that one with full coverages. This is my turtles. Let's see. It is called Reptiles and Amphibians by Stony Creek. And I'm doing these turtles down here. And I'm stitching this on a 36 count Winter Moon, I think it's called. Nope, Silver Moon. Very wrinkly. That is where I'm at. My window's open so you can hear the train, I'm sure. You can probably hear the train even if my window was not open. This was a kit, or is a kit, by Tia Governor. I changed the fabric to Fog, Picture This Plus, 36 count, but I am using the floss, and I'm cutting it off where I drew that line. So I'm like cutting it off, and I'm only stitching over to here. Because I have so much I want to stitch. and that I don't have time to be stitching every single thing, you know. We just get the main part of it, which is the butterfly and the honeysuckle. So this is Fog by Picture This Plus. And I just brought Eden in, one of my tortoises. Squirt is still outside, but I brought Eden in, and she's in her pen now, and you may be able to hear her scratching her little nails and nose on her cage. That's what that is. I don't have somebody locked up in there. It's just a turtle. Okay, where is the cover page to this? I don't know. This is a Dimensions kit. Oh, here it is. That I have not worked on in a while, and there's a story. This even got called on WIPCO. It was either June or July. So we have green frogs in our pond. And now we only have one left. He's probably hibernating now because I haven't seen him in a while. But in the summer, we've had these green frogs. And then my husband saw an owl sitting over our pond. And we haven't seen the frogs since. So I was not happy because the owl ate my frogs. We even found feathers in the pond. A barred owl. Yeah. So he ate my frogs. So I was mad and refused to stitch on him. I'm getting over it a little bit. I know, owls got to eat too. But he could have ate a squirrel or a mouse. So I was kind of upset about it. But that's where I'm at with my owl. He'll come back out. We do have one green frog left. Or we did when they were still out. So it'll be fine. I just was having a little temper tantrum about it. This is a Dimensions kit. It's a gold collection petite called Ugly Duckling. Oh, the owl one is called Wise Owl. And I'm stitching this one with everything, with the kit stuff, the fabric and the floss. And that's where I'm at. And these little petites are no joke. So, and I really have not been in the mood to stitch 4 and 5 threads over one Aida. It hurts my fingers. It's not fun. I do love the picture. But I'm questioning whether I'm going to purchase any more gold collection or even any more Dimensions kits at all. Unless they come out with something so spectacular that I cannot refuse it. But I'm getting to the point where I don't like to stitch on the Dimensions kits anymore. I'm just sick of using the 5, 4, 6 threads. Okay, this is my oldest WIP. Smoky Mountain Christmas was my oldest WIP, but I finished it. So no, I remember stitching this when my daughter was like 4 years old. And I recently found it in a drawer that I was cleaning out. It was a kit. It's a kit. I don't know. I don't have any of the information about who made it. But I'm using the kit Aida and the kit floss. And this is where I'm at. And I will probably give this to my mom when I'm done, because she lives near the beach. It's my other dog hacking.
I'll be right back. My next one is called 12 Northern Days of Christmas by X's and O's. It's almost all full coverage, but all the 12 Days of Christmas are animals. My girlfriend Becky got me this. And the artist who the patterns were made from, Frances Tyrell, her artwork is in this book. So I've been following this book. So like, there's 2 turtle doves. And there's the partridge in a pear tree. I have not been working on this because I've been concentrating on Smoky Mountain Christmas, but now that Smoky Mountain Christmas is done, this will be coming back out. It's stitched on alabaster 40 count. And I've got 2 turtle doves and partridge in a pear tree, except I didn't put the pine needles on these pine trees. So once I do that, that block will be done, and I will move on to 3, what is that, 3 calling hens? So yeah, I had fun stitching on this. I just wanted to get this. The Smoky Mountain Christmas was my oldest WIP, and I really, besides that beach one that I found in a drawer, and I really wanted to get it done, so. This one is Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. Stitching this on 36 count Oaken. And I'm changing a lot of the colors. And I don't know when I stitched on this last either. Sometimes I pull this out for dark 13. I should pull this out for October, dark 13. No, October. Dark October stitching. I just really want to get that house done. I love that house. It reminds me of that old rundown house on It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, this was a kit. It's in Russian, but it's called Toadstools. I'm using the floss, and I'm using the fabric from the kit. But I'm stitching it 1/1 instead of 2/2. Instead of 2/2, I'm doing 1/1. And so that's the whole left side. There's a bunch of kits that I want to start too. I might just have a big start party on New Year's Eve with Pam. Okay, let's see. Pam, I think Kia does it too. Kia B and Pam Schaffner. They start things on New Year's Eve, so I might do that with them. Okay, this is another Dimensions kit. It's not a gold collection. My husband bought me this because it reminded me of my dad. I'm stitching it on 36 count white even weave, and I converted these colors to blue. So I put him in a blue jacket because my dad's favorite color was blue. He always wore blue. And it's very wrinkly. And I'm almost done. I'm almost done. This right here isn't done, and backstitching this side of him, and that right there is not done. And I think this is on my WIP Go board one more time. So once it gets called, it'll be done. Isn't it beautiful? It turned out so good. I put a cigar in his mouth too, because my dad smokes cigars all the time.
yeah, I love that. Turned out beautiful. See, Dimensions kits are so beautiful. They're just a little bit of a bear. Okay, let's see. This is my Riolis Blue Jays. This was a sow. Cat Talks and Christine from Calico Whimsy. They were doing this sow. I think they both finished already. I'm still working on it. So I am using the kit fabric, which is Ada, but I switched out the wool acrylic floss for DMC. I converted it with the help of a lot of people. And that is where I'm at. And I'm itching to work on this again. So, yeah, I want to pull that out again soon. And this might be my last one. Yep. Okay, this is the one, my stocking. I'm stitching with Colette, the Highway Stitcher. Enchanted Ornament Stocking. And it's a gold collection. Why am I doing all these? I don't know, because they're beautiful. That's why. Using all the kit floss and the kit fabric. And this is where I'm at. And I haven't worked on it. I don't know. We were out of town last weekend, so I didn't work on Sunday last weekend. And then the whole month of September, I didn't work on it because I just didn't feel like pulling 5 strands of thread through a hole. And Dimensions kits, the back stitch is over your chart, so sometimes it's so hard to read, and you can't really highlight or mark off because then you're gonna mess where your back stitch is. I don't know. Colette got hers into Pattern Keeper though, so she's probably rocking and rolling on hers. But I just have that bottom part and my name. And I'm changing a lot of the red, taking some of the red out. So my name will be in brown or green. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Now you can probably hear my dog eating, munching over there. All my little critters making noises. Okay, that is it, I think, for my WIPs. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's all my WIPs. And so here are some of my starts that I want to start that I've already kitted up. So I want to start him. And he's kitted up. And I want to start, let's see, I got to take this one out of the bag. I want to start this one actually in October this month. Maybe I'll start it on Halloween. And I got the fabric and the floss. And then this is the one I'm starting for Vicky Gable's birthday, Stitch and Button. Or some people call her Vic. It's all kitted up. So actually, you're supposed to start a Bella Filipina for our Vicky's birthday, but I don't have a Bella Filipina. I only have her Native American maiden. So I have the floss ready to go, and I had purchased, not that I'm going to be needing the Kreinik and the beads anytime soon, and I have my fabric ready to go. Stitching Becca is stitching this, and it's beautiful. And I think that's where I first saw it. I saw her stitching it. And if you don't watch Stitching Becca, and that's where I first saw it. And I was like, oh, I want to stitch that so bad. Plus she has all these animals around her. And then I want to start a couple Hades, and then I have other patterns I want to start. So I don't know. I might have a big starting party on New Year's
Day? No, New Year's Eve. But she will be started in November for Vicky's birthday. And hopefully I can't think of their name, vultures. I want to call them crows. My vultures will be started in this month, October. So we'll see. Okay, that's my WIP Parade. And I think there were 30, so I have 6 full coverages. Yeah. Okay, guys. Love you. Bye.